true we they preach. Freedom of speech, now that we they teach.
For so long, we go stand tall. Radio True PJ.
One voice for all.
We honor the land, the struggle, the fight. We shine a light in the darkest night because we believe in hard work and faith to Sierra Leone way. We hold the line, come what may.
Them one set we more them, but we go shout. Now the poor man voice we they bring out.
Now we alright for know the truth. Now that make we go protect the truth.
Truth began, no they neglect anyone.
We are the voice, we are the flame. Truth will rise, they'll know our name. We are the truth and nothing else.
Truth they get, we know they play.
Now for Salon, we declare the way. Tune in every day to
Truth me get radio.
3.9.
Truth me get radio.
3.9. Radio to media. Radio to media. Radio to media. Radio to media. Radio to media.
On FM 103.9.
Radio to media.
On FM
This is Trip Radio
103.9.
on 103.9 FM, a new wave of radio listening in Sierra Leone. Stay tuned.
Anytime we see you, where you go, you come. We must tell you Cabo. Cabo, 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 Cabo. Anytime we see
Indeed, Kusha and Cabo listeners, welcome to another edition of the Truth Evening Talk program where they come to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 to 9 p.m. where they broadcast live from the studios in Ilcott. They get to in 103.9 Truth Media. And don't forget, say this program, now your number one program where they make you think, talk, laugh. This program, they entertain you, inform you, and educate you as well. Me where they talk, my name is Nafisa Tola Nkadid.
And me, na Kelfala Kagbo. Today, we get for can talk about youth, their role in activism. You know, say young people make up the largest population now we country, and then role so much important in whatever thing, in terms of leadership, in terms of governance, and in this context of discussion, activism. Their role so much important. How much they push for social justice, accountability in the communities, in the school community, and all other environment with defend themselves. So today, inside the topic, we can talk about waiting at the role in activism in promoting national growth and development.
Yes, Kelfala Kabo. Like you rightly say, I believe say youth, them young people, are the backbone of any society so far. Now then get the strength, now then get the innovations, the ideas. And I believe say this regeneration people they make use of the digital world. And now youth them you go see how they go sabi the latest app, now they go sabi the latest thing where they about technology for mobilize people for do things they when whatever field or life part of work they look at when it comes to maybe drugs, or that in them when it comes to activism, then social justice, just like how Kelfala rightly mentioned just now. So today we're going to talk about the role of activism and of youth them in activism. And we get today in the studio Mohamed Fofana. We get for join we for Rob Mott by this conversation. Not forget say you dey get to live on Facebook at Truth Media and also YouTube channel Truth Media SL. So today we get Mohamed Fofana in the studio. Himself na activist, and I believe say as an activist, he get for can tell you what the activism about and what in young people they role, what young people they do, Kelfala. As we over to you, as you rightly mentioned when you talk about social justice, where people young people they put put attention to, you know, then thing they know most. Now we get for can talk about. You don't they see you even get examples, right, of people who they make strides. In activism.
Exactly, Nafisa too. Now, if you see young people, they take the strides, they take the onus, they take the responsibility for promote social justice, accountability in the only two way, it so much takes a lot. And for they in the area then they for like push for social change, push for accountability, push for democracy. All in all, push for an equitable society. It takes a lot on young people, considering the so many things upon young people in a limited society. So this is a conversation where you know go and miss, and you go able, you know, they part of the conversation by sending you short code by sending you message to the short code 239, and self you can join we in our social media handle. Facebook Live when at Truth Media, and self you go join we now YouTube Truth Media SL. And as Nafisa to rightfully say, we get with we you know, I go say Sano Econ and as well as young man they do very well in terms of you see her all over the place, you know, in terms of public speaking, in terms of, you know, woman and right, in terms of so many areas, in terms of education, you see her all over the place. And a man we don't do a lot for himself in a community, in a university, and a nation as a whole. In a Mohamed Fofana, and I the public relations officer for the organization, and I get for can tell you because the organization we don't do a lot in terms of public speaking. You know, say public speaking are the backbone behind, you know, training young people for national, for national authority and in the various spheres of life as well. So you go introduce yourself, Mr. Fofana, and do the listeners and viewers the justice.
All right. So, Mefambulem, I take you by the word of Margaret Mead, cultural anthropologist. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. With this, I want to say good evening to all. Me na Mohamed Fofana, Public Relations Officer of the Global Eloquence and Entrepreneurship Academy.
So as Mohamed introducing himself, before introducing himself, he dropped a very nice quote for sure. Say this person in no way he do. So now is that too.
Yes, Mohamed. So we can start the conversation by you breaking down what's in activism. Maybe the least person where they hear you or they watch, you know, what's when and say activism. Now we can't talk about the role of young people in activism. What's in this activism where they talk about? What's in activism?
All right. So when we talk about activism, they simply put it in a simple format like they work towards change, and some of them change there can be in the climate sector, like my brother just say, social justice. These are all parts of activism. Young people can come together and ensure if they think that they work right, let them able to modify some of them things they are by mobilizing and say out their voices so that the people them way responsible for correct them changes they are go work towards the particular change we then they fight for.
So Mr. Fofana,
yeah,
you know, say you young people they make the largest population, and you know they are the backbone, you know, when it comes to human capital development. So how they role important in activism?
Well, young people they role them very important, crucial, because if we look at the world today, the world is made up of, the majority of the people are young people. So if young people not stand for ensure say some of the challenges them will face, there must be some improvements. It can be a serious issue that it will affect not only the young people per se, but also the aged and children yet on board. So young people don't ensure say they contribute towards climate change. We are as at the form as I served in the role of project and research manager for Youth in Action for Climate Change. I don't ensure say I don't give awareness, which is key. If people not get information, they're not going to know what to go on around them. So just take a look around that. You get the organizations of LICOI, YCC. These are all Global Eloquence and Entrepreneurship Academy. These are all people them way then get their own sectors them way ABC, then they use them voices for create change. So if I take you back to Youth in Action for Climate Change, we are adjourned in 2021. Earlier we again admission to the university. Now organization we full of young people per se. Then we start up by ensuring that we go to schools. We ensure say we inform people, because one of the challenges is that people lack information. So if you want for create change, inform people first. Now when people get information, then we able seek change. And one way we able do that, now when you use your voice, communication per se, in a very polite and civil manner. So again, me now a graduate of I dey put myself now in the shoe of young people. Me now a graduate of the Millennium Fellowship 2023 to 2024. In this aspect, we come as a team na Fugabe College as young people. La no go far. We ensure say we visit communities them where they face social problems then at the communities. One, like climate change, where it crucial. I mean, that is pervasive. Nobody no go say you know about climate change per se, but we as young people we stand firm in that time. We go na the Moiba community. We not only give them communication, but we also go teach them, because if we communicate, we also forgive examples, serve as role models. So based on that, I also they emphasize on the key roles of young people in society, where we talk about LICOI and that of YCC. These are all crucial organizations. Then they ensure that they conduct trainings for young individuals for fight against climate change, you know. And now we they get social media where don't they as a platform follow with the voice out we constraints the way they go through. Recently I understand say youth them become on our streets, them go advocate for let the dates are count on, we official and yatel, them be done increase. And then they all the one they were there before, when at the heads of this company them, official and yatel, they don't I believe say they don't get them views. And as a result of that, they get for modify the situations. So that's alone now a change, and as a result of that, irrelevant in our society. So these are some of the things that we youth they do for create social change in society and host of other things.
Yeah, Mohammed, you mentioned social media will be the talk.
Yeah.
You will tell me how you feel say young people and they make use of this tool. You know, say today the one day when they don't meet up the digital world, they had to do things other way. I don't want to say good way, but they had to do these things other ways. But the advent of social media, I believe say it don't help a lot. So you go please elaborate on that. They talk more on that. How people in they use, how young people they use social media. Now we get TikTok, we can do visuals, audio visuals, so many things. So we could use the social media for. So please tell we how young people and they make use of this platform.
Well, recently, according to personal observation, I go testify say young people they utilize social media crucial. This now because if you look at an organization, non-profit organization called She for Leads, I be join them once sometime because then we don't engage in social activities relentlessly in society. I be join them na Kube, where them go talk to deprived people in our society, people we also don't feel like they are left out in society. Okay, then go engage them in a form of ensure say them come together, then live stream them, then give them clothes, then give them waiting and call. These are all, if you then stream on social media, it is able inject motivation in other people. We also get the passion for change others. Okay, so that again are a form of using the social media positively. Like I stated just now, you get people where they fight for effective change in society. Okay, and one way they can do now for use the social media, Facebook, WhatsApp, you get TikTok and a host of other social medias. So by doing that, when they engage for pass on the information, like right now the first push now we country, now social problem. Okay, if me na a patriotic citizen now, I hold me Facebook, because I dey get past let's just say 15,000 followers, then I live stream the social issue of Kush na my community. I find out say more than 5,000 people back there for see that problem there. Okay. We are on live stream. Okay, so by highlighting the effect of Kush, whether you take Kush now, you need to take Kush because you don't see my program online. That alone the effect change in you. Okay, that alone they motivate you for you able advise others around. So many people don't they do this as they do. I'm not going to call many names, but I believe say journalists, students, people from all walks of life don't they engage in this in social media for advocate for Kush, say no to Kush. I believe they see the campaigns everywhere, the police then they do and that's the creates positive change in society. So for me, I believe say youth them don't they use the social media massively positively.
Yeah, okay, Mr. Fofana.
Yeah.
So we talk about the digital divide. Definitely, people are really able to utilize social media, and you talk say activism now. What will bring can change?
Yeah.
So what if you see the role of young people and the community then for bring can change? If they see social issues, then see social menace in the society. What do you think is the role of young people, not necessarily going online, posting, as you've said? So what is the role as a way for bringing change in the community?
All right, so I will answer this question by giving you a statistic from the UN. The UN estimates there are roughly 1.21 billion young people globally aged 15 to 24, making youth a significant demographic power for activism. So me na a clear example in these statistics. I live in a remote community, Moyiba, whereas people can go astray easily if we talk about Kush. I mean, now one of the community, if you even talk about climate change, now one of the communities that we don't get affected massively. So what me do to get out, I get out other youth them, now my community, I ensure say we get a community dialogue. And you need to create effective change in a community as development communication experts. I believe in the ideology of community dialogue. In community dialogue, now they will be able to create effective change. This now because when stakeholders give their own participation, then give them views, then give their observations about things the way they feel say need to go right now in society. Now I'm gonna make me when they count the initiative for can talk to them, we work to one-on-one. Then also in that dialogue, now in the ensure say I take the right approach, because all about communication in creating effective change is about taking the right approach. One way they create the right approach is about what? If you are living in the community, you want to create community change, create community dialogue. In community dialogue, then you're able to get now the perceptions, the views, the loopholes, things that way you be the thing before say they're correct, where they're not correct again. The challenges where people if also make now this make them they go into this. So I believe in community dialogue for create effective. I don't even need for going on social media again. This we call interpersonal communication in development communication. So you can forget one-on-one conversation with people and sure say you talk to them, because some of them people are waiting me to understand again. If you want to create change in society, is that they lack, they lack dialogue. It could be among them parents, it could be among them superiors.
So all in all, communication is a big gap.
Yes,
in all of this.
Well, yes, like I say, especially when you get to do with interpersonal communication.
Okay.
Okay, Mohammed, you don't talk about communications when it comes to activism. So I want to ask now, because you do activism, sometimes you get for deal with something when like accountability, you get for like hold power to account, you get for ask questions, and doing that you get for be bold, you get for be effective, strong, and when you do a back ability, you know for do it recklessly, for be responsible. So what I want to ask now. I want to ask you this one. How young people go advocate responsibly but still remain bold and effective?
Well, first off, you never be detached from the story. I believe we are all media students here. You never be attached to the story where you want for put in a society. Now when you detach from the story, you ensure say you not put anything like emotions, politics. Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. You stand for what you want for gain. By doing that, you will achieve the objective. I will tell you, there are many people in society where don't create change. Edward S. Kemon na one. Secondly, Mahama Said, which na somebody who I admire so much. Thirdly, Prezo Kai Sengui, na former SLDC president. These are people who don't create change in society. To a point that they need to put the emotion where they want for create effective change. Could you imagine? One of them where I don't work with, where na Kai Sengui, where na former SLDC president, Prezo Kai. This na person where host one of the lucrative programs that were Sierra Leoneans and host, where na the entrepreneurship public speaking 12-week program. On that Nigerian season, I remember clearly. They left me host for go attend that program day. So, you not look at the money where you host the program, you not look at the money, and focus na be the out. For ensure say it capacitates people with the aspect of public speaking, whilst then they do them business. Mark you, one of your objective was that according to we conversation, now that if you want create change, especially in the entrepreneurship journey, according to them, people need for no public speaking. Because now when they sabi communicate, they able market their business. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You understand, eh? Yeah. So, you know, put politics before, though the number was not that, past 100, but an objective that be that, before 2025 they done, or before 2024 they done, if we would change close to 100 Sierra Leoneans, which at the end of the day, more than 50 Sierra Leoneans benefit from that initiative. So as a result of that, you find out say, it detaching self from the story from like for put any other things where somehow they look as a profit to a normal, but rather for change people in life. And I make it go into that. I
want to ask you again concerning this, regarding this same question, how people can do it responsibly. Let's say, for instance, if you want for maybe get a protest or we want for demand justice, ask questions about something. Does it necessarily mean that we have to be violent about it, be rude, be bad, be too loud? Now I try for ask like if that kind of responsibility we get, how we do go about things? Now I try for ask.
All right, so I think that's got to do with emotional maturity. Yes, because the way they handle issues gets a lot for tell about you. Okay, there are people where they don't do where they don't hurt worst in our society, but they will manage the circumstances. Okay, yeah. They will manage the circumstances. So it's about managing your emotion well. Some people, when they get angry, they're not able to manage the situation. That
become
moment,
violent.
Become violent.
Yes. For exclude by anything.
Sure. So emotional maturity, that is a whole topic on its own. If you want to get a discussion around that is a whole topic on its own, because it get for you get for process first the message. Okay. The action I want to take, what it. Yeah. Like for go destroy property, they for let them able know say now this I stand for. Okay. What it?
Yeah.
You understand?
That's a good question.
So in all of this, you get for know say the person get for be matured enough for handle the situation. Yeah. So without that, it then lead to destruction of lives and property. People can get themselves, in precarious situations.
Yeah, Mr. Fofana, you talk something about emotion and politics when officer to ask you as well. So this is very important. Say mostly activism, it's about the passion for bringing about change. Yeah. Mostly, it mostly goes on salaried. You do it because you want to bring change. Yeah. Mostly. So now, in doing all of them things and they going on salaried, you know get stipend, all of them things and the way you do. So mixing emotion and politics. So I go able managing situation and the you will talk this now generally from your experience as well as to other activists as well.
Okay. So first off, every mortal man gets goal in our life in any activity they do.
Yeah.
You get your goal. I don't work with somebody where I just mentioned a name Prezokai. Okay. Yeah. An objective before then, now for ensure say in first public speaking masterclass, now forget let's just say even if that 50 CL you can say will benefit from that. Just that number, let the will benefit. And not put money there. Things are hard. Things are really difficult. That's possible you will disclaim that, okay? Mm. But everybody gets your objective in their life. If you say that this our achieve for the moment, and just say you achieve it for because there are people out there who they watch. People who go and come in. As I tell you now, this person, because of what we done they do before, now that person where you go emulate in our society. That person where in life don't transform. As a result of the good deeds the way they do, where you not put politics, they not put money in front, you understand? Those things they be challenging. But I tell you now, say that then thing and they don't change in life now. Because now a well to do. Okay? And 100% too, but a well to do. I mean, it will able to manage your affairs there now. So, based on the past, now and the present recommendation. So, this can be for anybody so far in life. You get for know what they do in life, okay? Just like what I did now. People know me for activism, People know me for Fofana all side day. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. You find out say some side they know how to go, and then they get nothing, money no do. You understand? Yeah. But I get the passion say in the next 1-2 years. Some of them things that they do, it get for lead me to another direction.
It's about the impact.
It's about the impact, okay? At the impact society, at the impact me come humans them. But like I say no more, I get a goal. What me self will achieve in what they do. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. One, I get for do it myself, personal development. Okay? Where nobody need to do it for me. Personal development are one of the things that nobody need to do it for you. Not to your parents, they do it for you. It's about yourself. Now you work on yourself, now the results you produce. Sure. So now based on them things they know more. I believe there are many people out there again where they replicate same.
Yeah, you believe activism is not about creating change. You then at the forefront say you want this to change maybe in your society, community, your country as a whole. You are letting change, like the way things they go normal. So if you want be an activist for this particular something and because you want to create change, social change. So we go now this part I will ask now say people in there where like they get the fire, they get the spark already for going to activism. Young people but they don't know how to start. They don't know where for begin, waiting for do, decide for go, waiting for start, for going to activism then or waiting are they focus me activism for. Being an activist committee. That kind of person in there, which kind of message you get from a person who wants to start for do activism?
Well, it's really interesting that you asked this question.
Okay.
Because nothing is too small, per se, where you want to implement. People can find it challenging for starts. And for starts, personally, now one of the biggest challenges in our life. Especially when you get for do it career path. If you want to take something as a career. So one of the pieces of advice what I will give to people is that let them start in the community. Okay? Let's just say they face one of the national crises we get for do it kush. Let's just say drug abuse. It encompasses tramadol and host of other things them. So you can even mobilize now you contemporaries them now your community and just say una discourse around that, like I say, no more community dialogue, and then una form one particular day, go outside them people that they stay for go talk to them, because like I say, some man lack cancer, some man waiting to them drugs there. That no mean say you know really for change you. Some man want change, but because society they push them away, like you don't come astray. you don't come out astray. This life where they live now, you not get for better, you not get for this, you not get for that. So some man needs somebody for talk to her. If you take up that responsibility for talk to people where don't go astray, like then they in the kush now or actively in tramadol and a host of other things, then you discussion with them, I believe say it will help a lot.
Yeah.
It will help a lot because, like I say, some people they lack emotional support, and emotional support get for do with counseling. You get for talk to them. Somehow I left, but you not get somebody with the talk to and the detriment of what they do. This is bad. If they pan in the next 6 months, they die. If this way they pass, so if you change, they become this. If you be go school, this way they pass, so you will able to achieve your full potential. You understand?
Yeah.
So in all of them things there, if you able to discuss with certain people, I believe say, if not all, but you must get people the way you go change our society, and that is a key role in youth activism. Yeah. The goal of tapping into activism is to change a situation or lives of other people. We don't go astray. Yeah. You understand? So by doing that, I believe say you have to start small na your community. Because me, I need to tell anybody say just grab no more. You go na streets. Say you want to go change people in a street. Start first. Yeah. Start first by community. So if you say you want to go change people in a street, well, it's possible. I may not say it is not possible, but start first na your house. Start first na your community.
That's powerful.
Yeah. Yes.
So Fofana, in all of this, definitely we not go talk without bringing in the government.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very central in all of this. Now we not go talk about financial support. Say government get for give financial support or any other support, but we believe say the role of government in complementing the work of activism, the work of activists is very key. So how much of government support so far as an activist, which you don't see so far, how much government they complement una work? Because you know say definitely now for bring about change. Yeah. And the change una the push for within the community una try for change minds. And nationally now you go do activism way for change government policy for better the lives of other people. So far, how much government don't complement una work as activists generally?
So government they complement youth or young people in job in activism based on partnership. Okay, let's just say if we want for fight climate change, okay,
yeah,
we get a whole ministry under that. You understand?
Oh.
So if we belong in a climate organization, then I need for partner with that organization.
Yeah.
By that, I don't get support from the government. I hope you understand.
Yeah, I understand.
By that, let's just say back, I want for fight kush. Now my community. Okay? What's I need for do? Because now health issue, I need for partner with it. The Ministry of Health. Okay? And the Ministry of Health always willing for support. And you don't support organizations them, we don't do into that. Likewise, like I say, in climate change as well. Okay. The ministry in that sector always they support youth in the climate sector. So in every aspect of life where you want for create change, I believe say it relates to the government.
Yeah.
So one of the ministries there can come on board if they fight for women's rights in society. You get the Ministry of Gender Affairs, Children Affairs. Mm. So when you partner with them, you say now certain strides you want to, then they come on board. If not 100% support, but they give their own support, we I believe say they can you go far for create change in society. Okay, so these are some of the ways them where government don't sponsor youth them we belong to activism.
So ability for talk about now we know say partnership as you mentioned very key.
Yeah.
You know, liaising with the government per certain thing. What I mean now, for example now, especially this data.
Yeah.
Business hiking prices, tariff and all. So now how much activism they come inside for example, Truth Media do video on that. The plight of students in a university where this tariff don't go up, how they affect them. So how activism they come into that for negotiate with government generally or then telecommunications. Say this okay, una do this for student there for ensure say this. Now I mean, how they complement una effort, una work una they do for bring about change generally. Just a quick one before we go for a break.
All right. So in that aspect, Mr. Kefala Kabu, you see, like I tell you no more, you not get for meet government directly. It is either one way or the other. Government gets sub bodies where you meet for ensure say you safe you achieve your goal. So in relation to data challenges, we try for talk about for the youth, them advocates and ensure say they create change. In that aspect, the government gets a lot for do with in that area concerning the youth activism. As youths, there is a whole campaign on that coming up. I'm not go see them now, but I believe say it will come out very civil campaign for ensure say we create change, we advocate on behalf of this data issue, and soon I know I'm going to, like I say, I know I'm bust the bubble right now. Okay. Yes, because I get big one they will be in charge of that. So as a result of that, I believe say the government always willing for support we if we come on board and ensure say we want for, because one thing about government are for create change. So if we back the try for create change, I believe the government always ready for support we.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Fofana. Interesting conversation here. You know, we don't unpack so many of the things you will know about activism, the different layers in activism. So now we go for a short break, and we will come, we will try to get with spotlight, and we try for round off the conversation.
Alhamdulillah, miyeti Allah. Musik besi yit tedube onjarama. Harai wafia adani en hikakadi.
The 6th National Fula Cultural Festival and Awards, where they happen on the 23rd of November 2025, na Wilkinson Road, Katko Hall.
Don andi non si inama NFCF ko wowikon. Hikano mera ni on surprise jano. Beiditi e ko wowikon. Timbi, Tali, Nuro e Poda.
And the ticket price will be 100 leons, 300 leons, and 1,000 leons.
Are kadi welta no dem e wombe antin de community men on.
And the award category will be Best Social Media Influencer, Best Bakery, Best Restaurant, Best Sere Group, Best Medical Practitioner of the Year, Best Entrepreneur, and Best Full Organization.
What's our yeji today? November 23rd, Katko Hall. Meden happy on phone. Kosadi modon kotori.
By pullo ya gal no weli, pullo ya gal no foti, pullo ya gal no weli. Na will tori komi woni pullo, pullo ya gal no weli, pullo ya gal no foti, pullo ya gal no weli. Na will tori komi woni
You know, say this Christmas celebration I get for sweet, eh? Lifan gets one big surprise for all the loyal customers.
Wait, not to that Lifan Christmas bonanza where they see all over the place they talk about. I see them say where you buy any Lifan Okada for just 18,500 new leons, or them Lifan tricycle na any brand from Freetown to Kenema or Makeni, you dey get one free raffle ticket for the grand draw will go happen live inside January.
Yes, so one bike equals to one ticket. The more you buy, the more tickets and chance you dey get for win.
And the price them where I see them sweet, so you can win 5 brand new Lifan Okada, 10 higher TVs, 10 Kovacs generators, 10 higher refrigerators, and 10 higher freezers.
A total of 45 lucky winners go win across the 3 branches. So make sure say you not left out at this promotion, yaso.
Go now na the nearest Lifan branch na either Freetown at 24 Main Motor Road Congo Cross, or Kenema na 65 Hanger Road, or Makeni na 24 Lontaro, or call the number 077-360-000 for buy you brand new Lifan motorbike for just 18,500 new leons, or you find Lifan tricycle and get ready for celebrate big this Christmas season.
Lifan Christmas Bonanza. Buy, win, and celebrate!
Chef Ambul, and welcome back. This is not the Truth Evening Talk, where they come to you every Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday from 8 to 9 p.m. with the broadcast from the studios Nile Court, live on 103.9 FM, Truth Radio. Mina Nafisa Tola in Kadin, and today we'll talk about the role of young people in activism. And we get Mohamed Fofana ISF day into activism, and I help people unpack this conversation. We'll get to first segment and we don't come out for a short commercial break. So to you again, Mohamed, I want to ask, could we talk about activism? So many people do not get priorities, they don't get specialism, they don't get side where they say this time a niche. Now this me focus power when they do activism. Now this me they do. Is it okay for lay person that they be activists, let me say, for climate change activists, anti-drug activists, child rights activists, this, that? Is that okay? If you say like person for like concentrate one side when it comes to activism?
That is a brilliant question. By the way, if you want to go into activism, you want to find a niche. I would advise let you get a mentor. That's not the first side for start. Because when you get a mentor, that's good. It is serve as a roadmap, okay? It will direct you now. That's not a blueprint. That's the way they see you, together with your passion, where you get for good. This part where you don't take it good for you. The way they see you, I go let you try this other side, okay? Because when we talk about activism, the word it gets a different speciality per se. If you want into climate change activists, as we get a men in our society today, Sierra Leone they take the forefront in when we talk about climate change activists, and also in gender activities, like for instance, you talk on the rights of women, talk on the underprivileged people in society, and all of this. You get passion for what they do. So now based on that, together with your mentor who you get, they able to direct you, say, okay, what you do so, I see and say, now the right thing for you. Continue, pay attention, they give all your best for let you become the best. So now these people can avoid. The moment you not get a mentor, it become a detriment on your side. When you get a mentor, it become a plus on your side. Of course, some people, they get grace. You go just grab them and say, this I do. I believe in what they do. God can help her in any way he excel. But I talk about 95% of people will can become excellent in activism. Now, one of the reasons are because of them get mentors, people in they admire in different areas of life. Just like I mentioned, for instance, you get climate change, you get the gender, in human rights issues. Most of other things than we people can discuss, but we you see them and they impact all our lives in our society. You can meet them, you ask them. By doing that, you get a niche where you self go see say, yes, if I put on there, it will be beneficial to me.
So thank you very much, Fofana. We go come back for the conversation, but first, Lotik, we spotlight Oka, we go try for round of the conversation.
I want to let people out there where they say kush, let them know say when they say drug, you commit financial crime.
Ellison John, the executive director for Zero Corruption Campaign, one youth-led organization where they push transparency and accountability in a salon. He still serves as the national coordinator for the coalition of civil society organizations against illicit financial flows (IFF). The coalition they focus on fight against financial crime like human trafficking, migrant smuggling, money laundering, and counter-terrorist financing. Inside 2025, he represents the Zero Corruption Campaign at the Intergovernmental Action Group Against Money Laundering Regional Sensitization Seminar will be happening in Lagos, Nigeria. As national coordinator for the IFF coalition, he been get invitation from Tax Justice Network Africa for attend the 13th Pan-African Conference on Illicit Financial Flows and Taxation inside October. Now, the Zero Corruption Campaign Salon, they focus for mentor young people them as leaders them for today and tomorrow. He believes say if we change the mindset of the next generation against corruption, Salon will get better future. As one country where they suffer plenty from the civil war, Ebola, mudslide, and COVID-19, and gets bad name for corruption, the journey for change na deliberate one, where Ellison John don embark on. He believes say we get all the resources for develop, it just need people for get integrity for change the story. As a youth, he believes say public education, engagement, and creativity are the key for inspire, encompassing them for lead the next transformation, for lead the next generation. Welcome back. That's Ellison John, the director for the Zero Corruption campaign. Himself they into activism and he don't do a lot when it comes to activism. And he don't represent Salon na global stage. And he don't do good thing when it comes to activism. So we decide for spotlight for get the limelight put on because he don't do good work when it comes to activism. So back again to we guest we get at the studio with today Mohamed Fofana. I want to ask, you think say activism na Salon like generally I would say now all activists they do, all young people, you think are there lapses, is you feel like gaps, they loopholes they overfill? What if you say like is there improvement? First of all, you answer first if you feel say gaps then you tell me if there are gaps, then tell me why also if you say need there for improvement, what young people for do for up their game.
All right. So in this light, I would say yes, there is gap in activism per se when it comes to young people involved in that sector. So for broadening that answer now in the area of climate change not only a national crisis, now a global crisis. And as a result of that, we they get past 100,000 lives them we can be get affected every year as a result of climate crisis. So if we look nationally, we found out say people lack the idea of climate change. I mean, few people, you can see people they say me a climate activist and all blah blah blah, but they don't even know what climate change they about. Okay. Yes. So if you want go into activism for ensure say them create a change, one of the sectors in way I would believe say then let them put their hand into climate change. If you look at deprived communities, mostly in the eastern urban of Freetown, you understand say most people get things they wouldn't do. Well, they don't even know say this they affect them back. Studies from the UN don't show say climate change as a result of human activities. The burning of coal, we cut down trees we need a forest, as a result of that it affects you back negatively. We use too much of gasoline where they go up into the atmosphere, they go wrap around the blanket, and as a result of that it reflects back to we back in our society. So in all of them things there, if you able communicate to that layman where they burn charcoal, okay, if you able communicate to that student where they go to school, you able communicate to stakeholders in our communities, they find out say beaucoup youths then they come on board for let them able create change in wherever outside they find themselves. And the massive problems the whole Salon they face yearly as a result of climate change will be reduced. I will draw now back to one incident will be happened in Mondaay 2017. I think it's April 2017, where people then be covered by the debris. It was sad though, people lost their life and all stuff, other properties then be go. So let's just say if we get people where they in deep activism in that community, then we able to advise people let them not live like them prone communities then they. But because we be lack, there was a gap in that. You see the gap in that. So that lead to a massive death. People not be getting information. They are not informed. Who that go inform them? Now youth no more like me and you too. You understand? Because when it comes to change, now they take the forefront.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Fofana, you talk about something very important. See whether incident happen because of lack of misinformation and all learning and the. So one key thing where our viewers and listeners go and understand now the fact that in activism, what are the most important tools? You talk about communication at one, how for communicate the message. Yeah. What are the other tools which so much important other than just communicating the message? What are the other tools that are important we person go use when an activist for able, influence change and all.
So you need social skills.
Good.
Yeah, you need social skills. Why make I say so? I don't go na one community. Na Dombe, Ekube. I go talk on let people left drug. I meet one young lady. That say let me buy for a boss before you listen to me. So you understand? Say then get people in there.
Wow.
It gets to where the money. You understand? You need social skills in that aspect. Social skills in that sense, if you're able to relate to time. Just because you don't talk to, then you don't preach against drug. Yeah. So you don't go put, you want to become aggravated towards that individual. They bash at you.
Yeah.
Okay? They ignore you. So first off, you get for laugh with her first. Make fun with her. Kajola, you understand? Bella. Let them know say, yes, instead na motama like you. Say people get ego.
Definitely.
People get ego. And one of the ways them for persuasive, for persuade somebody, you get for dance to the ego.
Yeah.
Let them feel relevant in society. I think that is one of the things that people they misunderstand. Where you misunderstand social skills, you need able pass. You go look gangster them when they take kush. You want go talk to them any guy. No, never take kush. Kush then they beat you first. Like
so that's the one thing also the campaign online.
Mm-hmm.
Say no to kush, say no to kush. But most of the people that this message should go to are not even online. So it's again, okay, continue no more.
Yes. So in that social skills, now you get communication barrier. Okay. Whereas if I go na a get to for go communicate, but drug, I go for go communicate. I go na a deprived community for go talk about climate change. I go for talk the local dialect when I crew.
Yeah.
Because I come off for be college, Sabia na mass communication ide. Not say so they pass any year. So you want go use that advantage they now for go begin they talk in a way that people let they understand. You wait till the time for talk safe. So you get for able to communicate in the local dialect of people. The way they communicate with people, they make them able to relate with the message. I think that is one of the things that people miss out. If you're able to know, communication get barriers.
Yeah.
The moment you need able to talk the local dialect, if you sabi talk Timni, you go na Timni land. Talk the Timni. Forget about book, put book first na corner.
So all in all, we go to the Romans.
Yes, live
the Romans.
Good. Okay. Live as Romans do. So that is how you should do. So in all of them things there, one, I talk on two key things where we get for do with persuasive skills. Okay?
Yeah.
Make the person feel relevant. Let the person dance to his ego. Secondly, if you're able to dance to the people in local dialects, okay? By doing that, you don't master, significant rules of activism.
When the person they talk, we guess they talk. Say this they talk from a development communications person point of view.
Sure.
They talk about communication barriers and all. And he also mentioned say if you dey into activism, I believe so you forget a grasp of what you do. You for no force what they do, what they can go talk about before. I go talk about to people and how also if we able to talk about to people and for waiting for know how for communicate, how for make a message pass on. I believe say communication a way you talk, I understand. I give feedback as some communication scholars then can say communication don't take place. If you do into activism, I believe say yes. You for sabi for talk to the people who are made and listen to you, and also you for go down that level way not for make cack you for get patience. I believe in all incident in the time for talk where they talk about when he mentioned that woman when say you imagine you go for go tell person say no do this, they tell you say give me this first, but I do this first, but before I argue is for that talk to you. Then kind of situation you get for like manage, maybe if you get anger issues or whatsoever, you get for manage, you know, mentally you get for prepare for that day. I believe in that they talk, and that was a very good response from you, Mohammed. So I want to ask, make you talk about the importance when it comes to let me say for teach people them, but the importance of activism. I just want to make you touch small on that side because we can round up now.
Okay. So one of the importance is that young people are acting as active agents in terms of change. Okay. When we talk about activism, young people them form major part of it. And if we talk about climate change, we talk about drug abuse, you know, how for curtail our society, young people now the agents in this. Now we they take them, now we back there for stand firm for ensure we mitigate the issue. If you look critically online, which they get many audiences, you would understand say you get different people them where they come on board when are young people from 15 to 35 years where they mobilize among themselves for ensure say they start forcing them community. I like the eastern part of Freetown. I'm so proud of the youth them over there because then they come in then they go to a specific community. There is this guy who they call Muzeman, fear and complexion. I think a musician. Then there's a post one of the activities them where it ensures say it gets them drug addicts there, wash them clean, you know, grip their aid, talk to them, and most of them all left. You understand?
Wow.
We are, you know, knock them, you know, and they're not going to vulgarism and host of other things. Now, just by cancel them and talk to them politely. So I believe say young people serve as agents of change, even though then they take now them back they harm themselves, but they serve as an agent of change.
And so, Mr. Fofana, thank you very, very much. You know, where we talk, you know, you talk from an informed point of view.
Exactly.
And also from experience as well. Because all what you don't talk, you know, you start off, you are everywhere. You are everywhere. You there, you just be too enthusiastic about bringing change to your community, to your home, to your, you know, university, and everywhere you go. Now we have a niche and all of them thing and they thank you very much for coming to
before they talk that last one, I want to ask her, if you get message for young activists them, I want to give message to young activists them when they out there, maybe they listen or they watch. Just a message for them.
Yeah. Young people, we are the future. The future is now. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow is not promise. So now start for take action. Like I said, from your host, like your community, can go now externally. You can be an ambassador of change. Yeah. As I talk to you, not long ago, we just complete a tutorial for give young people for ensure say they become a better people in our society, let them able progress in their education. So these are also activities in activism for ensure say I impact others. So I believe say other people in the do, but more people need for come on board as young people. Now we get for able effect change. Now we quantity. If we grumble say the drug the money, if we grumble say climate change the money, if we grumble say health issues are there, you know, if we grumble say anything so far with the money, now we need for come on board. Now we need for work hard. Now we need for ensure say we seek to people that will no pass we. Because no man is an island. When you meet somebody who no pass you, it will able to lead you to the right direction. So with this, I believe say I don't effect change this evening. Thank you for a wonderful listening.
Look back, we don't say once say plenty thank you to you, Mohammed. So you were there out there, young person. You forget if you're into activism, be resilient in what you do. be steadfast, and be focused in what you do, irrespective of the challenges or whatever you do. I not say the main focus, the motive now for waiting for drive change, for be a change maker in society, be now for create positive impact, for be that kind of person who will say yes, we did this, and now this don't happen. Now that make you a civilized person, I make you a good person in society as well. I also will tap it with Evening Talk program for today. I want to say thank you to we listeners them and we viewers them online. Me ready talk. My name is Nafisat Online Kadin.
And also I want to say thank you to we guests and also thank you to you viewers and listeners. We don't take your time for go through the entire conversation and plenty taking to we producers, David Aspin Solomon, we technical team. And everybody we put on for this program for make this program be a success. So now go tap the Truth Evening Talk, Made it Talk, and Kelfala Kagbo. So till next time, me and Kelfala Kagbo once again.
On 103.9 FM, a new wave of